Singing is a calling. And singing, as we are told from the Bible, it is preaching times two. So when we sing, we know we are preaching 2 times than a preacher can preach. And it is a calling. And when you sing, you remain to be young. Nobody believes that I am now almost 60. But because I sing, I know I grow young and not even older. So singing is a good thing, and we should embrace it, especially when you are singing for God. My first choir, I joined the Kariobangi St. Augustine Choir, which was participating in the second Mass in Kariobangi. That was in 1996. I realized that I can sing. And then in 1979, I started singing with the tenor voice. Tenor voice, I was the youngest in those men who were singing tenor. I sang with them, and later on in 1980s, I became a full tenor singer. So my voice started with the tenor.
Okay, that's great. A couple of times you've said that you used to live in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you give us a brief story on how?
In Nairobi, I went to Nairobi after my teacher training college. That is TTC. I trained as a trained teacher, primary teacher B1. So when I completed my course, college, that was 1994. In 1995, because by then the government had pronounced that it was not employing us directly as we completed college. So I went to Nairobi where my brothers, my older brothers were staying. I went to Nairobi in 1995. 1995, I started teaching in Nairobi, but alongside that, I was a judge board. And in that way, my first choir, I joined the Kariobangi St. Augustine Choir, which was participating in the second Mass in Kariobangi. That was in 1996, around January there. So I started singing with Kariobangi second Mass choir, which was known as St. Augustine. Yes.
Is that the only choir that you used to participate in?
In Nairobi, I sang with so many choirs. One is that St. Augustine choir. 2, I also sang with Babadogo choir, which was in Jude. And then I also sang with a choir in St. Benedict's, Waraka. That choir was known as St. Joseph's St. Benedict's choir in Waraka. Yes.
So those are the choirs that...
majorly when I was in Nairobi, those are the 3 choirs that I sang with. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, can you give us a brief history about Obwari Catholic, your home church?
St. John's Obwari Catholic, as a church, that church was started in 1972, when some of us were very young. I was born, but I was very young. But it was started in 1972. So my brothers and the sisters who were older than me were participating in the choir, and later on, as I told you, in 1978 I joined the choir, but in St. John's Obwari Catholic choir now, main choir, when I measured so much is 1981, when we went to Nairobi, when we did our first recording we did our first recording in those old days. We were using those, how do we call them? Discs, eh? Yes. So we recorded our 6 songs, even though they never featured so much, but we recorded as a choir at St. John's. Again, that same year in 1981, we participated representing the Diocese of Kisii as a metropolitan choir. We went to Nyaragi, we qualified from Kisii, we went and sang Azedbis, which was actually conducted by our late Joseph Ondiek, who was our choir director. He took us up to National and we sang, and actually we were proud that we came with position 2 that same year. Yes.
Yeah. Can you give us some highlights, those key moments you remember throughout the years that you've been singing in this choir?
Well, in my singing throughout since 1978, I've experienced so much. We have interacted. One, we have interacted with so many communities, with so many colleges, with so many believers. So as a Catholic believer, I am blessed because I have experienced, I have seen so many colleges, so many believers, even though Catholic believers, even others, different believers, but I have benefited a lot, I have experienced a lot because they have really built me, they have built me spiritually and even socially. Yes.
Okay, thank you for being with us today, and any parting shots?
What I can say, singing is a calling, and singing, as we are told from the Bible, it is preaching times 2. So when we sing, we know we are preaching 2 times than a preacher can preach, and it is a calling. And when you sing, you remain to be young. Nobody believes that I am now almost 60, but because I sing, I know I grow young and not even older. So singing is a good thing, and we should embrace it, especially when we are singing for God.
Thank you so much for gracing the show today, and remember you're the first guest of this episode. So, I appreciate it.
Thank you.